I am not an expert in business whatsoever, but I have worked for myself for 4 years, and I am 100% like self-taught in anything business related. So I have done years and years of reading books, listening to podcasts, watching videos, and today I wanted to share my top favourite resources to get information on anything business related. So the majority of these are free online things with a book in there, but I do want to encourage you to really research your local area, because I know in the UK there is fantastic support and government funded schemes. I did a course with the Prince's Trust when I was starting my business. I know people who have done the Entrepreneurial Spark programme that's funded by the Royal Bank of Scotland group in the UK. So just have a look in your local area, in your community, in your country. There's a lot of support out there, and a lot of these programmes include like free mentorship. If I hadn't had my Prince's Trust business mentor, I don't know whether I would be where I am now with my business and have the confidence that I do now. So as much as I love the resources I'm sharing with you today, sometimes you cannot beat in-person support, especially if it's going to be one-on-one mentorship or coaching. So absolutely take full advantage of those resources if you have them available to you. So first, let's talk about podcasts. Podcasts are probably my favourite thing because they're just so intimate. You feel like you're really having a conversation with someone. That is why I started my own podcast. Quick shout out to myself there. But my two favourite business podcasts I love because I can listen at the gym, I can listen on a walk, I can listen in the car. There is really no excuse not to get this information. Number one is Being Boss. Being Boss is amazing. I love Being Boss. It's two women who call themselves business besties, which I love. They're called Emily and Kathleen, and they really just bounce off each other well. They really balance each other, and it feels like you're chatting with two friends. You're nodding along and laughing and making little comments, and you feel like you're there even though you're sat in your car listening to them. And they are just so real, and they talk about business but not in a way that is sugar-coated. They are real, and they're not afraid to say I really struggle with this, or I cried to myself in my office last week because of this. And it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and they aren't afraid to big themselves up and celebrate the amazing things that they do and the things that they love about their businesses. But equally, they're not afraid to put their hands up and say I really struggle with this. It's just so relatable, and you know that someone has been there. And the guests they bring on are amazing. A real variety of people. Some people are super practical. Let's say they've had a Pinterest expert on before, and they give amazing advice on growing your Pinterest following or using Pinterest to grow your business. But then they'll have someone else on who's more of a mindset coach, and they'll talk about the mindset of business. Being Boss is amazing. Absolutely my favourite resource for anything business, and you must subscribe to them. So the next podcast is a newer addition to my subscription feed, and I'm pretty sure a fairly new podcast. #Authentic by a lady called Sarah Tasker. You may know her as Me and Orla on Instagram or Twitter if you follow her, or on her blog meandorla.com. And she is an Instagram whiz. She does online courses and coaching stuff all around growing your Instagram. So there's obviously a lot of info on that if you specifically are wanting to grow that. But going beyond that, she has, again, amazing guests on, a real variety of people. But I would say #Authentic is very much focused on the creative. So if you're a creative person, if you're a creative business owner, if you make things, if you're an artist, if that side of things is the most important thing to you, you will love this podcast. I love it. I consider myself a very creative person, especially when it comes to writing. Just hearing other creatives' stories, how they work, like how they got started from doing something they love to making money out of it. It's just such a joy to listen to. I have discovered some really valuable people to go on to follow them through listening to that. So if you're wanting to grow your Instagram following, tap into your creativity more, or if you really want to stay connected to the creative side of your business in general, then you will love #authentic. Next, I really wanted to chat about Marie. Marie Folio is such a boss. I am just in awe of her. She is a huge role model of mine. So she has Q&A Tuesdays on Marie TV, which, as the name will suggest, is someone writing in with a question. So it could be anything to do with running a business, usually something they're struggling with. Again, they talk about practical stuff, but they also talk about mindset and goals and motivation and energy and self-care and all of the more woo-woo side of stuff, but she does get really practical as well as the Q&As on Tuesdays. She also does video interviews every now and then, including the likes of Brené Brown, Tony Robbins, such a legend, Gary Vaynerchuk, just amazing people who, in my opinion, have changed the world or are changing the world in their own way. And the conversations are just so uncensored and stripped back, and I've cried watching so many of them. Marie usually cries. It's just very deep and meaningful, and it really goes to the heart of like why people are working on what they do, why people want to reach this global network of people and build this business or grow this charity or whatever they're talking about. It really goes to the heart of someone's purpose in their career and their work. So valuable, and a real boost of good vibes and love and positive energy. They're interviews that you can just go back to time and time again. So much value, and you absolutely must watch them. And last but not least, I really wanted to include a book, because I know some people are very much reading people and they don't necessarily want to listen to a podcast or watch a YouTube video. It's called She Means Business by Carrie Green. And again, Carrie has a great online community, like loads of different resources, so check her out. But this book is like a comprehensive overview of pretty much everything you need to set up a business startup for success. So everything from like deciding like the purpose behind your business, your ideal client, setting goals, staying motivated, how to market on social media, picking the right social media for you. It's very much an overview of everything you really need to get started. It doesn't go into massive detail on really specific things, so don't buy this book thinking you're going to become an expert on Facebook ads. The main purpose of this book for me is it really invites you to just get stuck in and have a go and learn as you go along, but also learn what works for you and your business and your clients, because not everyone is gonna want to do Facebook ads, or not everyone should do Facebook ads. It really depends on your business, your audience, where they hang out online. So I love that Carrie is just so she's just so positive, and she really helps you push through that fear and doubt and just have a go. Just leave your comfort zone and grow and learn and have a go. And that is the real message I get from this book, and it's so positive and uplifting, and you will be raring to go once you finish this. And before I go, I had to mention my personal resource that I created for you. I have created a 2018 goal setting workbook. It's a free download, so you can download it, print it out, and write all your goals for the year in that, and it really helps you break it down into a step-by-step action plan. That is for your whole life and creating a life and work-life balance that you love, but it absolutely applies and is amazing if you just wanted to do it for your business. So that will be linked below as well. Please sign up, it's free. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.